Good morning there on you boys. Nice to have you jump in with me today. This is my pre-stream preview. For my Topps, the History of Topps Baseball Cards video series. So this is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, coming to you live from... Good morning. I forgot the G on the good morning, everyone. But, yeah, so today, as you can see with the book in front of me, we're going to go over the 1952 Topps set. We are going to go over the 1952 Topps set. So, hope everybody is having a great and wonderful day. We'll start right at 10:30 sharp. It just gives a few minutes for people to jump on with me, get into the stream before I start going over the history behind the Topps 1952 baseball card set. For those that don't know, I'll just give you a brief overview of the 1952 set. And then we'll get into the history behind it. So I believe there was just over 400 cards in this set. I'm looking at some of the highlights here. Of course, the Mickey Mantle card was card number 311. The Willie Mays card was 261. Robinson's card was 312. Roy Campanella 314. Reese 333. Matthews' card was 407. Hey there, Ray T, Mr. Blomdahl. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, I am so far. We got about 1 minute here, and then I'll start going into the history of the 1952 Topps set as we go through the years. When we're done with going over the brief history of the Topps set, I will be going through, and I'll kind of do it like I did in my video last week, where I will go through and kind of show you what the cards look like in this set. I can honestly say I don't have any 1952 cards in my set, but I do have this nice little book here. That has the history of Topps baseball. It shows all the cards for each of the sets going up into the mid-1980s. So we'll be going through this video series. We do have 10:30 now, so I will be getting started on the history of the 1952 Topps baseball set. So it starts off by saying two things that happened in 1952 didn't attract much attention, but proved to be strong harbingers of things to come. In the Class AAA American Association, the Toledo franchise was moved to Charleston, West Virginia, because of poor attendance. Such a change in the high minor leagues hadn't happened in many years. Then the major leagues changed their rule so that a club wishing to move needed only approval of its own league. Since the list of major league cities hadn't changed in half a century, these weren't recognized by most people to be the omens that they were. 5 major league managers were fired during this season, 4 of them in the space of 36 days. Some of the managers who kept their jobs had trouble keeping their tempers. The best example, to the surprise of nobody, was Leo Durocher, card number 315 in the series. The Giants manager was suspended 3 times for a total of 11 days. Casey Stengel, no stranger to the wrath of umpires, kept everyone smiling, especially himself, as he mangled the English language and the American League pennant race, leading the Yankees to their 4th straight League and World Series titles. The Yankees' margin of victory was only 2 games, but they were never out of first place after the middle of June. The Dodgers, under manager Charlie Dressen, wound up 4.5 games ahead of the second place Giants and 54.5 games ahead of the last place Pirates, who lost 112 out of 154 games. They took over last place on the first Sunday of the season and held on for the rest of the year. The World Series was a close one, going 7 games, and was summed up by Jackie Robinson, who came into the Yankees clubhouse after the final game, gave special congratulations to Mickey Mantle, and told the press, "Mantle beat us. The kid was the difference between the two clubs." The influence of the Korean War was felt throughout baseball. Young players, most notably Willie Mays, were called into service, and veterans Ted Williams, Jerry Coleman, and Bob Kennedy were called back by the Marine Corps. Stan Musial won his third straight National League batting title, so that couldn't be considered unusual. Ferris Fain won the American League title for the second straight year, and that meant that for the first time in 38 years, both batting champions had repeated. It was a good year for pitchers receiving honors. Both leagues had pitchers named Rookie of the Year. In the American, it was the Philadelphia's Harry Bird, and in the National, it was Joe Black of the Dodgers. Another Philadelphia pitcher, Bobby Shantz, was his league's most valuable player. The National League's MVP was Chicago outfielder Hank Sauer. Sauer hit 30 home runs during the season, but one of them came in a game that wound up being rained out before it was official. So Sauer's total was 37, tying him with Ralph Kiner for the league lead. The Indians proved the value of defense to the success of a pennant contender. In addition to the 3 20-game winners, Early Wynn, Bob Lemon, and Mike Garcia, they also got outstanding offensive years from Al Rosen, who led the league with 105 RBIs. That was one more than teammate Larry Doby, who led the league in home runs with 32, which was one more than Luke Easter. But they didn't win the pennant, and part of the reason had to be that 3 of their 4 regular infielders finished last in the league in fielding, and the other one was next to last. The Tigers, who had been able to boast of never having finished last in the American League, lost that claim in 1952 when they lost 104 games, 11 more than any previous Detroit team. When longtime Tiger ace Hal Newhouser won his 200th Major League game, there were 526 people in the ballpark that day. So the cards in this set, a full set of these 1952 cards, is worth as much as $10,000. Now remember, this book was made back in 1986, so I'm sure the values have changed since then, but just kind of gives you an idea, even back in the day, in the mid to upper 80s, as to the value of some of these cards. So this issue is a prototype of the modern day baseball card. Giant size, 2 5/8 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Fully designed fronts and backs with line statistics. 1951 and lifetime. Topps marketed a second series, 311 to 407, quite late, and were left with a huge quantity of these numbers. They were dumped in the ocean. Thus, the scarcity. 9 of the players in this series went on to the Hall of Fame, namely Mays, card number 261, Mantle, card number 311, Robinson, card number 312, Campanella, card number 314, Reese, 333, Wilhelm, 392, Herman, 394, Dickey, number 400, and Matthews, card number 407. So that kind of gives you a little overview and an insight of what are in the cards for us. All right, father-son cards, 42's in here. Frank's Card Corner jumped in here. Of course, we got Aranya Boys. So just a few people in the stream today. That is fine. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the pages of history here. Turn the pages of history. And we'll go over. So I don't mean to shake you up and act like there's an earthquake here and stuff, but I'm going to take my phone out of the tripod here. Hopefully I don't do anything else along the way. And I will go through and highlight these cards for you so that you can see some of the cards in this set, okay? So I'll just kind of bring the camera close. It looks like it'll stay in pretty good focus here. I'll just kind of go through each of the rows here. If I can get the pages to stay down, I'm going to have to hold it in one hand and hold the pages flat on the other. So I'll just kind of scan through here. You might find your favorite players from back in the 50s. I'll kind of go a little bit backwards so I can just save a little bit of time here. I'll kind of roll along. You let me know if I'm doing okay here, trying to show you these cards in this set. I might not go through the complete set. Again, there's over 400 cards. But I will go through and highlight some of these pages. After a little while here, I'll probably go and show you some of the highlights. Of course, Mickey Mantle, 311. Right around in that range there is, seemed like that in that one group there. Seems like there's a lot more. You can kind of see their names there on the bottoms. Okay. Hopefully you guys are hanging with me. Hopefully this ain't too boring for you. Seeing these old cards. I kind of like them. Going through the book and enjoying the pictures that I do find in here. Of all these old cards that I could only dream about having. Could you imagine if you had a complete set of 1952 Topps? I kind of consider the 52 Topps pretty much the elite baseball card set. If you were to have one of these, you'd have a nice little gold mine sitting in your pocket. Sid Hudson, Robin Roberts. I can kind of monitor the chat a little bit while I'm doing this because I have to kind of keep the cards kind of lined up here as we go through the pages. So I like that, Ray T. I think it's really interesting. Okay, I'm going to turn the page here. And there's not as many people in the stream. Maybe not as many people like the history of Topps, but for me, Topps baseball card has always been my favorite card to collect. That's why I really enjoy Topps baseball cards. And when I got this book, it was very appropriate for the video series I was wanting to create. And now I have an extra material to put in with when I do these. When I go through the history of Topps baseball cards. There's Bob Feller. Johnny Lipone, Mickey Grasso. Some of the old timers. Might not take too awful long to go through this. I'll kind of keep an eye on my phone too for my battery, since I'm not plugged into my power while I'm doing this. If you want me to spend a little bit more time on, and yeah, the one thing I don't necessarily like, and which it would have had to make the book almost twice as big, is if they showed the backs of the cards. But pretty much this gives you an idea of what, and then they put the card number, which is normally on the back of the card, underneath the photo, which is kind of handy. It is kind of handy that at least you know what card number you're looking at. Still a work in progress while I'm working on this set here. Trying to figure out if I use a bigger tripod, maybe I could just have it hovering pretty much, if I can figure out how to do it, right above the book. So then as I turn the pages, you could kind of look, and I can point out different cards within the sets. Because if I do go too far away, then it makes the cards too small and probably harder to see. But I do not mind taking the time to do this. You'll notice in most of my videos, I do like to go, I don't just do much speed ripping when I open up packs of cards. I like to highlight all the cards, give the card a shout out, go over everything there. Don Boeg. Just like shouting out some of the cards as I notice and remember some of the different players back in the day. VJ's Baseball Cards. Thanks for jumping in with us today. Yeah, I kind of like that type format. I mean, I'm more into the historical side of the baseball cards. That's why I enjoy doing this. Here you can see these cards as we go through this set. I'll try and make it through the whole set. We'll see how things go. I just don't want to bore people too much. But of course, everybody's probably looking forward to when we get to Mickey Mantle. We're almost halfway there. Remember, the Mickey Mantle card is number 311 in the series here. Bob Rush, 153 there. And you can see how the different emblems have changed through the years for the cards. You got the Cubbies, Bob Usher there. Philadelphia Phillies, Eddie Whitekus. But you can see the different emblems. The Cincinnati Reds there. Hasn't changed much through the years. Cincinnati Reds. There you got the New York Yankees there. Charlie Sierra. Bill Howerton with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Eddie Kazak with the St. Louis Cardinals. MLB Fan Gaming. Nice for you to jump in here. Again, for you guys just jumping in, if this is your first time and stuff, please like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm getting closer to my next tier giveaway, 555 subscribers. I think I'm just a few subscriptions shy of the 500 mark. So on the next page here, I'll be able to hold the phone with both hands so that there's less shakiness. Go up here to Bob Swift, card number 181, going through the set here. Walt Masterson with the Boston Red Sox. Yogi Berra with the Yankees. Don Johnson. Nine away. Okay. 9 away from 500. So I got 491 subscribers. DJ's baseball cards. Yeah, you're already subscribed. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm going through people's channels and stuff, I'll go through their live stream feed if they have one, see if I recognize somebody I'm not subscribed to, and subscribe to their channel. We need to help each other out and just grow together as we go through this adventure here. All right, we're getting closer to the Mickey Mantle card. I'll kind of stop over Mickey Mantle and give you a chance to kind of look at that card when we do get to it. Clyde King with the Dodgers. Mickey Harris with the Cleveland Indians. There we go. Marlon Stewart with the Detroit Tigers. There you go. Back in the day for the Philadelphia Phillies, they called them the Fightin' Phillies. The Fightin' Phillies. There you go. Another Richie Ashburn, Fightin' Phillies. Hank Bauer with the Yankees. Johnny Hop with the Yankees. There we go. We're pretty much near the halfway mark of this set of cards. As we continue through the numbers here. All right. Hoot Evers with the Detroit Tigers. Al Brazil with the Cardinals. Joe Garagiola with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hopefully you guys are having a great day out there in YouTube land. Billy Cox with the Dodgers. Larry Doby with the Cleveland Indians. Larry Doby? Sorry about that. I'm cutting off the card numbers on the bottom. George Kell with the Tigers. Carl Erskine with the Dodgers. See, was that back when they were the Brooklyn Dodgers still? Pretty sure. Alright, back up the top of the next page here, 253. Okay. There we go. Willie Mays, number 261. Willie Mays. Another one of the good cards to have in this set. Willie Mays. See if I can probably zoom in pretty good there. So you can see a good picture of Willie Mays' card there. Murray Dixon with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Shout out to Jab's family. Bob Lehman with the Cleveland Indians. KB Cards. Early Win with the Cleveland Indians. Early Win. Alright, we know what's coming up soon on the next set of pages. Card number 311. Card number 311. Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle. Alright, turn the page here. Dun dun dun. Okay. Alright, gotta get this page lined up real quick. Hold it down on the left. Keep it as flat as I can. Getting closer. Huh. Okay, the suspense is drawing. I'm gonna cheat because it's on the next row here. Here we go, 307, Frank Campos. Luis Alama. Jim Busby. George Metrovic. I guess that means next is card number 311. There's the Mickey Mantle. There's the Mick. Mickey Mantle's card, 311 in the 1952 top set. Right next to Jackie Robinson, card number 312. Al Gregg, Connie Marrero, Davey Williams, Leo DeRocha, the New York Giants. Card number 315. Roy Campanella. Card number 314. 313. Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson. Alright, 319. Al Walker. John Rutherford. Joe Black. 321. Randy Jackson. 322. 323. Bubba Church. 324. Warren Hacker. We'll do a double back here to the Mickey Mantle again. Card number 311. The one everybody would love to have. A 311 Topps 1952 baseball card. Alright. Let's go up here. Finish up the set here now. 325. George Shuba. Archie Wilson. Doing pretty good on time here, I do say so. Dave Coslow. Pee Wee Reese, card number 333. It's an easy number to remember, 333, Pee Wee Reese. Jim Hearn, 337. New York Giants. All right. And unfortunately, yesterday I did not get any new packages. I think I got a bunch of packages coming in today. So I may jump on back live a little bit later today if I do have time to go over some family mail call packages. I'm waiting for a phone call. I got to meet somebody at our church. They want to park a vehicle in our back parking lot, so it's secure until they can get a driver to come out and bring this bus back to Montana. They came over for an auction that they have down in Seattle. They want to just have it brought to our church so that they can store it there until they have a driver drive it back to Montana. So let's turn the page here as we go through the last few cards of this 407 card set. So we're getting ready to wrap things up here pretty quick here. But do like going through these cards. Oh, forgot to hold the page down so you could see these end cards here. Gil McDougald, the New York Yankees. Dick Groat, Pittsburgh Pirates. Dick Williams with the Boston Dodgers. Or no, Brooklyn Dodgers. What am I thinking, Blondell? Brooklyn Dodgers. Boston. The Dodgers were never in Boston. Right, last few cards. Going down to the end. Anybody remember who the last card is in this set? He's a well-known player. People have heard of him. Card number 407. Coming up here soon. Go down here. Last row. Bill Miller. Dick Brodowski with the Boston Red Sox. Eddie Pellegrini, Cincinnati Reds. Joe Nuxhall with the Cincinnati Reds. And Ed Matthews, card number 407, and the Topps 1952 set. All right. So there you have it, guys, in a nutshell. See if I can hold this up here. So this was our recap for the Topps 1952 set. Just go back through the pages here that we just reviewed. Get us back to the main page where we started out. And I'll leave you on that party note for our 1952 Topps Baseball Card History video series. Appreciate everybody that jumped into the stream today. Appreciate everybody that's out there. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera real quick for my sign off. Won't stay on quite as long. Do want to just show you a little highlight here. Off to the left there, you can see that limited edition rookie card. All right. And I'll just kind of zoom in on it real quick, give you guys different previews to come from my 555 subscriber giveaway. We got a 1-of-1 autographed baseball card by yours truly, and a rookie baseball card for 2019 that will be up for my 555 subscriber giveaway coming up. Ed Matthews, you have his 19. Yeah, I've got the reprint sets that Topps Archive sets that they did for the 1952 and 1953 sets. So I got a couple Ed Matthews. I got a lot of those cards, but that is cool. If you have an original 1954, that is even better. That is really nice there, Ray. Appreciate you sharing that with us. All right. But yeah, so that's for our giveaway there. We do got a sneak peek down in here. There is another authorized, but that's a little bit farther away from my 777 subscriber giveaway. Making preparations down the road for getting that already. So again, this is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran sports cards and collectibles, coming to you live from Arlington, Washington. KB Cards. What do I need to do to get a Donald Blomdahl rookie card? KB Cards. We'll see. We'll see there. KB Cards. You might have to enter into my contest when I do it to try and get a chance to get this as part of my giveaway for not only just a limited edition rookie card, but so far that's going to be the only one in existence. I'm not saying I won't sign any more later, but that'll be the only one unique where I signed it right below my name there. So that'll be unique. And then the autographed Major League Baseball by the same person that's in the rookie card. So this is until next time. Sorry about that, dropping the phone here and stuff. This is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veterans, sports cards, and collectibles. It's the original. My dad gave it to me. That is cool there, Ray T. But this is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards, and collectibles. Getting ready to sign off. Unless people are willing to spend some time in the chat room, I don't mind doing that. But I'm going to be signing off for now until tomorrow when we do our Hall of Fame inductees for 2004. I will give you a sneak peek. We do have 2 Hall of Famers that we'll be going over tomorrow. Turn the camera around here if I didn't drop it. Paul Molitor and Dennis Eckersley. Paul Molitor and Dennis Eckersley is who we're going to be highlighting tomorrow for our 2004 Hall of Fame inductees. So until tomorrow, you guys have a great and wonderful day, and we'll be sure to see you around the channels. All right, bye for now, guys. You take care and have a great day, unless I do jump back on live a little bit later with a family mail call video. All right, take care, guys. Bye now and have a wonderful day.